The Solid Podcast this week and every week is sponsored by Landsberg Law Offices. If you ever find yourself in trouble, give my homie Marcus a call. Marcus Landsberg is like one of the coolest cats in the world, great listener, but he's really, really good at that lawyering stuff. So if you find yourself in a situation, before you talk to the police, tell them you need to talk to your lawyer and make sure you give Marcus Landsberg a call. The phone number is 808-230-7419. That's 808-230-7419. And don't forget to tell Marcus that you heard it on the Solid Podcast so that way he can keep sponsoring the show. Go follow him. Make sure you have it in your emergency contacts just in case it comes up and you're like frustrated. So pick up your phone real quick. Check out Facebook.com/Hawaii Lawyer or Instagram Hawaii Lawyer and make sure you follow Marcus and keep up to date. Add his phone number 808-230-7419 to your phone. That way if something comes up, you'll be safe. Thank you once again, Marcus and the Landsberg Law Offices for sponsoring this show. The Solid Podcast is brought to you by Etched, also known as Etched Aloha. Etched specializes in custom laser engraving on a variety of products for small to medium businesses, corporations, teams, organizations, and individuals. Etched can help you create laser engraved, laser cut, laser etched, and CNC products that are great for gifts, promotional items, special occasions, and more. For all your CNC and laser custom creations, give Doc a call at 808-270-1926. Once again, that's 808-270-1926. And tell them you heard it on the Solid Podcast. Big mahalo to Etched for sponsoring this week's show.
What's good, people? It's your man, CJ Fresh, battling the forces of whackness since 1982. You are now listening to the Solid Podcast, hosted by my main man, Doc Rock.
ドッグロックによるザ・ソリッドポッドキャストをお届けいたします。
This is the dumbest thing to take this long to put a podcast together.
And here he is, my Uncle Doc. He's smart.
Believe me. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Solid Podcast. I am your host, Doc Rock. This is episode 9. Yesterday, episode 9 was a test. We were just getting things set up, but this is the real deal. This is the one that folks on iTunes will get downloaded to their phone. Everybody will see what's popping. All right, first and foremost, a couple of things have changed around here. First of all, you can see we got green screen action. It's kind of cool. If you are on the YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel is youtube.com/DocRock. Again, if you can't find it, just search for any one of my videos under Doc Rock, and then you'll see the little red button that says live. You can watch live. If you are ever watching live, you can send chats, and those chats will show up. We'll be able to see it. My producer over there in the back, Mr. Tofi Claus, he will be able to see it, and he'll point out anything ludicrous that you might say to me that might cause me to have to kick your butt day. And then, why are you watching that screen, Toph? I don't know. Topher says we're looking at the wrong screen. Let's see if we click that, and we'll try that again. Anyway, so the point is, you will be able to see live on YouTube, whatever's going on. And also, after this, we'll take it down, we'll edit it, and we'll put up the legit joint. And the legit one will pop up in iTunes once we get it all settled out. In most cases, the video itself will remain on either YouTube or Facebook, but the audio version, you'll be able to see the audio version on iTunes, Google Play, or on solid.fm. The website, of course, is always solid.fm. That's where you go to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, go to solid.fm, press a little button. You got the iTunes link on the side. You got the Google Play link on the side. Press one of those suckers. Get yourself subscribed. Very important. If you are subscribed, if you listen to the show, if you find something you like, please leave a review. Put 5 stars, 4 stars, every 3. Never mind. I'm joking. Put your reviews and leave some comments because that kind of helps us get in the new and sort of promoted links on iTunes. That's how things go. So, as you guys know, I've been missing for like a month. I had knee surgery. It was kind of a pain in the ass, but it was actually a pain in the knee. I had my meniscus repaired, and while he was in there, he found out I had some bone pieces that were floating around, and one of them decided to stick itself right between where the ACL connects to the bone, and it was stabbing the fuck out of me. Like, it was pain. So he had to go and dig it out, and I was out of commission for a hot minute. It completely sucks. What's up, Tor? I see Tori. She's in LV watching us on her phone. Tori, if you want to see the real channel, it's on YouTube. You can pop over there and you'll see it. Anyway, so after the surgery, now starting the rehab. Man. First of all, if you ever find yourself in an injury situation and you need to go to PT, check out the folks at Action Rehab, man. They're good to me, but it's like torture. Damn, that shit hurts. But I'm starting to be able to get that bending back, learning to walk. I'm down to just a cane now. I got my old man swag cane on, so that's kind of cool. I've been looking online and try to find like a PIM cane so I can make it cooler. If I got to walk with this thing for a couple of months, might as well make it fly. Hello, DJ Don, DJ David, my homie. Love you, fam. Off the hook. Anyway, so slowly working my way back to the full ambulation or ability to walk. There'll be no running anytime soon, but that's always kind of cool. Basically, if this is your first time popping into the Solid Podcast, we kind of talk about some current stuff. I talk about a little pop culture. I basically just brain dump. Like, those of y'all who know me, I have ADD. Like, it's like mad convoluted. The brain goes all over the place. So I'm like, why don't I record some of this mess so I can listen to it later and see if I knew what the fuck I was talking about. That's basically what it is. I dump, whatever's going on in my brain and try to turn that into something where there is a nugget, there's a piece of information, there's something that I put out that you might find helpful. You might find some solace in what's out there. You can use it as ammunition in your next bar fight or whatever. But yeah, thank you for that. So, basically, this is the 9th episode. As I said, there is a episode 8. If you'll notice on the website on solid.com, episode 8 is missing. And that's because my buddy CJ Fresh and I recorded the episode. It has some horrible audio issues. I am trying to fix it. Once I get it fixed, I will get it posted. If I can't fix it, I'm just going to give up and put it up as is so you can still listen, because the content was great. It just has this randomly weird ticking. I think my boy Timber Tantrums Ryan, he was in the outside playing his tambourines, messing up my audio stream. So there's that. First off, before we get into the show, I want to send a big shout out to everybody who donated to my birthday fund drive. I decided this year for my birthday, rather than just getting drunk because it wasn't going to mix well with the Vicodin, that I would do something where I would have people that would normally buy me drinks or whatever, donate that money to the Houston Food Bank. And that was because at the time I set it up at the end of August, I think it was August 30th. We didn't know about Florida yet. So I picked the food bank because I know if we had a hurricane situation, one of the first things I want to get back to normal is good eating. So I thought the food bank would be a good one. Plus, there's all these crazy stories about Red Cross and should you should or should you shan't. And I was too pained up to want to do the research. So I talked to somebody who worked with the Houston Food Bank before. It seemed like a good cause. I picked Houston Food Bank. I had set a goal. What's up, JPZ? My old room dog out there and old radio host, my partner in crime, JP. How's it? I set up a goal initially to do $912 because the birthday was 9/12. Big shout out to all the Virgo babies in the hizzy. Lisa, don't make me laugh right now. Every time I see Lisa, who's chatting right now, she makes me crack up. I thought that was just a good number because it was 912. Well, we hit 471. So that's nothing to shake a stick at. But thank you, everyone who donated. It's great to feel good about donating something that nice for my birthday to people that are in desperate need. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Katrina, because it was, 12 years ago? It seems like such a long time ago. But this recovery effort takes time, and it's going to take a lot of money. So even if you can only dish $1 at a time, your dollars add up. I mean, there's almost 400 million of us. If everybody gave $1, then we'd have 400 million to start rebuilding Houston and Florida. I think Houston so far, the damage is up to like 200 million. So we'd be kind of close. It's worth it. Even if you only have a little bit, it's worth it. I took the opportunity at this time, too, to teach my niece Emma closest thing I have to a kid at the moment, to teach Emma, like, hey, let's go collect some stuff and let's donate. My niece Jordan, who's in Georgia right now, I know for her birthday, she did a fundraiser for canned foods and stuff, and she got like almost 100 cans. You know, here's a girl that's 6? She got like 100 cans or so to give to a food bank. So all of that stuff was cool. Like, I thought this was a great way to sort of celebrate. Blake. Wait, I got to send a shout out to Blake. Hey. Love you, Mary. Anyway, so thank you everybody who supported. And again, another big shout out to all the Virgo babies. Thank you guys for making September great. That's just how we do. All right, first topic of the night. This was crazy. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see this, but on Sunday's game, the Raiders, my Raiders, that nation, the only nation, the Raider Nation, played the Jets. And just to put it mildly, we kicked their ass, period. But I don't know if you guys know how this works. Whenever there's a TV timeout, whenever the network says, okay, we have to insert a bunch of commercials so we can get that script, the stadium, like, everybody goes to the sideline. You just take a timeout. You've seen this if you've been to a UH game or any other type of sports game. So what they do in the stadium, they have DJs drop some beats and everyone's dancing. Well, during the beat break, Beast Mode, Marshawn Money Lynch himself started dancing. He was getting hyphy, and the crowd was getting hyphy with him. They showed it up on the big screen. Stadium was going nuts, and the dude was just showing his love for a city. Dude is from Oakton, you know, like, that's his spot. He was enjoying himself. The crowd was loving it, and after the game, media being media, fishing for drama, they interviewed linebacker from the Jets, Jordan Jenkins, and he made some comments that said he was pissed, and it came off as if, like, he was hating on Marshawn for doing the dance, like, sort of alluding to unsportsmanlike conduct. But that's the way the media portrayed it. So when I see these things, and this is an argument that all my friends that I watch football with know me, I can't stand it when people talk about, oh, this coach is bad because he running up the score. There's no such thing as running up the score. If you're a defending team, like, okay, if we're playing a game and you're kicking my ass, I don't need you to stop scoring points just because you're kicking my ass. I don't believe in the 10-run rule. I don't believe in the unsportsmanlike conduct. When you score a touchdown and you dance and you clowning like you having fun, you deserve to celebrate because you worked your ass off. You trained. You deserve an opportunity to celebrate your victory. And for somebody else who probably never played a down of football or basketball or soccer in their life to tell you that you can't celebrate because that's somehow unsportsmanlike, that person's an asshole. And the way I see it, if you're a defender, whether that's basketball, soccer, football, baseball, golf, whatever, if you're the other player, you get paid millions of dollars to learn how to play defense, stop the other person from scoring, hit better drives down the fairway. You get money for that. So do your damn job and stop the other person from beating you. Don't complain to the ref like, oh, they're unsportsmanlike because they did the hyphy dance or whatever. So I expressed those feelings, and a whole bunch of other people expressed those feelings. Hey, woo, see that? Vanguard Hawaii, just subscribed. You know, I like when people express those feelings, like, I think that's okay, but it was just, as I commented on Instagram, believe it or not, Jordan Jenkins actually hit me up on Instagram and said that Mike and Mike show on ESPN, Mike Grolich and Greeny, they took his comments out of context. He was actually mad because they're losing, but not necessarily mad that Marshawn was showing his passion. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Nohea, my man? So, you know, I blasted him on Instagram for kind of like, it sounded like he was crying about, you know, running up the score or whatever. But after hearing this comment from him directly, not from the way the media portrayed it, I take it back. Jordan Jenkins, you're a stand-up guy. I appreciate it. But I still say professional players need to stop whining when your ass get burned, right? If you run in the cover 2 and I run the skinny post, you know, with Amari down the middle and Derek Carr hits your ass with a 99-yard bomb, and he got 8 steps on you, and he decided to do the dance and look at you and give you some kind of like, you know, dab move or whatever, hey, that's your bad because you're supposed to train to not get beat in the cover 2. I mean, you're not supposed to get beaten in cover 2. You got over-the-top safety help. You know what I'm saying? So, like, anyway, big ups to Jordan Jenkins for being a stand-up guy and coming through and, like, explaining himself. And I don't know, to be honest with you, I'm not a huge Jets fan, but I kind of like the Jets because it's from my land. I'm just surprised this dude took time out of his day to stand up for what he stand up for. And I think that's also important. So what that does is that leads me into my next topic. My next topic, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's going on a lot lately. If you're looking at the media, you're looking at various shows where everybody's pontificating everything Trump, like when they just out here blasting. I guess the question for you, question for everyone out there, when was the last time you've been in a situation where you made your point and you thought you was right, but then somebody came through, dropped some science, dropped some knowledge, showed you proper evidence or providence of the situation that basically proves you wrong? How good at you are standing down? How good at you are backing off and saying, yeah, man, I was wrong. I got this, Thank you for the lesson. You don't even have to admit you were wrong. Just be blessed that you got a lesson. Be blessed that you learned something. Because I think that the old school way of doing that, the old school way of like admitting you were wrong and being a stand-up guy and saying, hey, I was out of my space, I was out of my mouth, let me fix it. I think that's gone to the wayside. And I think part of the reason why that's going to the wayside is because if you look at our leaders, they don't do it. Okay? So let's take all the politicians. I don't care whether you're a Democrat or Republican or a Bernie bro, whatever. These dudes will come out and they'll put out statistics. They'll say the statistic is, 80% of the immigrant populations watch Doc Rock on the Solid podcast found on solid.fm. And then I take my stats and I send them to them and be like, nah, it turns out it's only 40%. And I get like another 40%, of people from international, and another 20% is right-wing KKK racist. I don't care. Everybody can watch. I'm an equal opportunity podcaster. Even with the facts, they won't retract their statement. They don't go to the news and say, hey, we put this out and this was wrong. The news doesn't even come and say, hey, we put this out and this was wrong. They let it go. So that's how everybody gets misinformed, because when stuff comes up, they don't change it. And what made me think about this was, if you look on Instagram, check out Jordan59 Jenkins. That's the dude I was talking about previously. You look at his Instagram, he put 3 posts where he wrote direct answers to what ESPN was saying about him and his teasing Money Lynch. And they never showed that. So that's why even at the time that I had blasted him, he had already put out the statement that's saying, yo, Mike and Mike was tripping. And they don't come back and say, okay, no, we were wrong. Here's what he really meant. Nobody on SportsCenter said, hey, here's what he really meant. And speaking of SportsCenter, they let the president and what's that girl's name that looked like her face got hit by a tree? Sanders, not Bernie, Huckabee. Ms. Hucklebuck Sanders. It's not nice to talk about ugly people. Anyway, Miss Hucklebuck Sanders, that looks like she has a Walmart version of The Rock's eyebrow. She got on there talking about, Jamila should be fired for what she said. And Jamil was basically saying what was on her mind, which every one of us is thinking right about now, at least a good 60+% of us. And she said that basically she shouldn't have said that because it was wrong. Nobody brought up the fact that during Mr. Barack Obama's presidency, Trump was forever lambasting and saying stupid stuff. Trump was forever saying that Obama's a racist and Obama's a Muslim and Kenyan and all this other crap. Like, he put that mess out there constantly. Nobody tweeted NBC that The Apprentice should be yanked. Nobody tweeted, because they were busy writing policy and running the government and, enjoying his family. You know what I'm saying? So not even to get in political side of it, it's that whole point that people in the up people like our media, our leaders, sometimes even our teachers, like our teachers, I've been in classes where the teachers have said the wrong thing and student corrects them and they go, oh, and they move on. Like, own up. If you made a mistake, own up. Kevin Hart got busted dipping. And somebody tried to get him for 10 million. They was like, yo, you send me 10 million and I won't show this video of you cavorting with a thought from the VIP to your wife. And Kevin was like, cool, I'm gonna keep my 10 million. He going out, honey, yeah, I fucked up. I got caught out here one night, dick dragging in the dirt, and I was cavorting with some thought, and there's a videotape. But we ain't paying him. So, like, he fessed up. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it better. I don't even know if his marriage will survive this. That's not the point. The point is, as much as you want to be mad at Kevin for cavorting, I will respect Kevin for standing up and just be like, yeah, I fucked up. I was wrong. Move on. You're allowed to say you fucked up. Charlie Boy, man, that dude's been streaming since day one. What's up, fam? Let's see who else is out there. We got Ernst, we got Martha. Oh my God, how you been, Martha? Long time. Anyway, so when you're reading these things on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, wherever, and you see in the arguments or whatever, say you put out your point. If somebody gives you factual information like Politico and other good fact-checking sources, WAPO, whatever, and they prove your point wrong, man up, woman up, person up, stand down. Like, because the sooner you stand down, then the more, you get your stuff swayed from right information, other people will follow that. Other people will start to take the lead. And maybe we could get back to actually learning from the things that we argue about or discuss about, instead of just both sides arguing loud as hell and nobody getting anywhere. And everyone listening to this right now, everyone that should be listening to this right now, everyone that's going to listen to this when you share it, has had a point where you thought you was right, turned out you was wrong, and you learned a lesson from it. The question is, are you adult enough to speak on it and then share that positive information? And the sooner we get to that, we can fix a lot. Like right now, most of the arguments are useless because nobody's listening. And this whole concept of there's a right and a left, even that's just ignorant, Like, I don't know. That's a whole nother, that's an all-day sucker podcast, and I wanted to keep this one kind of short. But I thought I would bring that up. I think it's important to learn from what you learn and stand down when you can. And if necessary, spread the new knowledge on so that everybody learns from that. That's the basics of that point. All right. So normally this show is going to be mad short just because I got, physical therapy exercises to do and whatnot. We get into talking about some things that we find to be kind of cool. So one of the first ones I'm going to bring up real quick, if I can find this, is I've been looking at this movie that I'm dying to check out. And let's see, can I do this correctly? Yes, I did it. This movie is coming out soon, and I'm dying to see this. This is called Downsizing. It's mad interesting. Downsizing is a movie where they're going to be talking about shrinking your body in order to deal with the global warming and whatnot, So they're going to let people make themselves smaller to make more space on the earth. I'm like, it's a crazy concept, and I'm dying to see that. Of course, everyone and their mother is talking about Pennywise and It. That's a great remake, and I haven't had a chance to see it yet because I can't convince Day to come and watch it with me because he's scared, and I'm telling him to man up and stop being scared, and he should watch it. Philly Han, Maton saying, what's up, pimp? Long time no see. Anyway, so the other one that I'm dying to get a look-see on, let me mute this real quick. Mute. I don't want it to blast out. The other one that I'm looking forward to, and this one's going to be hot to death. Oh, you can't do full screen. Let me undo that real quick. This you'll see kind of playing in the background there is a trailer for Flatliners 2017. Flatliners is one of my all-time favorite movies. This movie was mad trippy. And as a person who's almost died literally 3 times again, a whole nother podcast we'll get into one day, I found it interesting as hell. So I can't wait to see this too. This is going to be another great remake. So I can't wait to check both of those out. And that's Flatliners. And the other one, of course, is, what did I say? The other one is, come on, flip back. Downsizing. There you go. Now, another thing that just popped up today, Dave Chappelle's new special just hopped up on Netflix. So as soon as I turn this off, I'm going to go upstairs and watch that. He's supposed to be on point. So I can't wait to check that out. But normally what I do is I put links to all of this in the show notes. Again, all the show notes are always found on solid.fm. Again, if you forgot, the website is solid.fm. That's solid.fm. That's where you can find the podcast. That's where you can download it. Check out the streams. Send me a message to tell me you want to be a sponsor. Leave comments, whatever. So we normally get in there. And this week, I got to send one more shout out. Let me flip to the camera real quick. My homie Shingo 2, he made me this dope joint. He calls this the Wabi Shaka, kind of like Wabi Sabi, but it's a Wabi Shaka. This is hand-casted resin Shaka, and he made it for me in my favorite color, orange. This is my birthday present. Make sure you go on the Instagram and check out Wabi Shaka. I'll put the link into the comments. Hit up Shingo if you're looking to get a cool little handmade gift. It's fly. It's off the hook. And since he's watching, my partner in crime, if you need to get some high quality, don't bring me no low budget joints. If you need some high quality furniture made, some CNC or some signs or whatever, hit me up. And then me and my buddy Dave will take a crack at it. Right now, we're busy making metric shit ton of cabinets. I haven't made so many cabinets in my life. I made more cabinets than Trump did, and he's the president. His cabinet is half empty. Anyway, that does it for the Solid Podcast this week. This is the part where I shut up and insert the sponsors real quick. All right, cool. Thank you guys for supporting us. We are always here. You can, again, find us on solid.fm. Make sure you like us on Facebook, the Instagram, it's The Solid Pod. On Twitter, it's The Solid Pod. All the links are in the website. If you go to solid.fm, you'll see where you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Uncle Brian, what's up? Aloha. How you doing? If you ever need to knock down some shit, call my Uncle Brian at Tajiri's. He'll knock your shit down. I'm serious. They got like steel balls like that big, bulldozers, crane, the whole nine. I watched them literally tear down CompUSA in a couple of days. It was amazing. Anyway, thank you guys for your support. Don't forget, the feed that we posted right now will remain on YouTube, so you can always go to YouTube and watch that. The audio version that you can listen to while you're pretending to exercise at the gym, that will be on iTunes probably tomorrow. And thank you guys so much for supporting the show. I'll see you again soon. This has been Doc Rock and The Solid Podcast. Hui ho! The Solid Podcast this week and every week is sponsored by Landsberg Law Offices. If you ever find yourself in trouble, give my homie Marcus a call. Marcus Landsberg is like one of the coolest cats in the world. Great listener, but he's really, really good at that lawyering stuff. So if you find yourself in a situation, before you talk to the police, tell them you need to talk to your lawyer and make sure you give Marcus Landsberg a call. The phone number is 808-230-7419. That's 808-230-7419. And don't forget to tell Marcus that you heard it on the Solid Podcast, so that way he can keep sponsoring the show. Go follow him. Make sure you have it in your emergency contacts, just in case it comes up and you're like frustrated. So pick up your phone real quick, check out facebook.com/Hawaii Lawyer or Instagram Hawaii Lawyer, and make sure you follow Marcus and keep up to date. Add his phone number 808-230-7419 to your phone. That way if something comes up, you'll be safe. Thank you once again, Marcus and the Landsberg Law Offices, for sponsoring this show.